bowling. I've been bowling for probably 9, 10 years, I would say. I just want to make a video about proper bowling techniques and forms and what to do on the approach, what to do when you throw the ball, accuracy, tips, a bunch of other stuff. Just to show you I'm not like a phony. I've had some coaching experience. I have coached a couple of kids. One of them is named Travis, and he has improved his average by about 50 to 75 pins over 1 year. I taught him how to hook the ball. I taught him how to do a bunch of different stuff that he never knew before. Just a couple of things I want to show you to show that I'm not a fake. This trophy is from a scholarship tournament out in South Dakota. This trophy is a Minnesota Junior Bowlers Tour, which is like the PBA, only it's just juniors and they're not as good as the PBA guys. This is 3rd place. This is a Minnesota State championship trophy. I got 2nd place in the state tournament. These two are Minnesota qualifying tournaments for like international Pepsi, bunch of different stuff like that. This trophy and this medal were won by me and my partner. We finished 2nd in excuse me, sorry about that. Finished 2nd in a doubles tournament in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I will introduce my partner here pretty quick. These are other my partner's trophies and medals, and here's my partner right now.
Hello, I'm Robert Berry. I've been bowling for about 10 years now. Some people don't think that's very long, but in bowling, that's quite a while. I think one of the biggest influences has been my dad. He's helped me throughout my career, and that's what has inspired me to help people. Actually, I helped a kid named Adam. Didn't know how to hook the ball, didn't know nothing. I gave him some tips, after about, let's say, a year and a half now, his averages went up from 109 to 183. So, quite improvement, it's just fun to get out there and help people. So, let's see. Right here, this was from a scholarship tournament in South Dakota. I think 2nd place in that. This one is from a Minnesota Junior tournament. It's kind of like PBA. Got 2nd in that too. This one was just from a Minnesota tournament. That,
Sorry about that. That was our clock.
Yeah. This was a Minnesota tournament that actually I got 2nd in, which was qualifying for state, I do believe. It was. Maybe 3rd. These two are ones qualifying for nationals 2 years in a row. One's 2nd, one's 3rd. And actually this trophy, which me and my partner won together in St. Cloud, best time of my life.
There's the medal. It is a hologram medal. See if I can get you to see this here. Can't really see it good on the video, but it goes from the ball being way back here to up the lane a little bit, and then if you get the right angle on it, it shows a strike right there. So that was probably my favorite trophy I've ever won.
It's pretty easy game to play, huh?
Yeah, you can get 300 every time. Okay, my partner will show you the basics of the 4-step approach.
Okay, so when you take a 4-step approach, you always want to start with your right foot behind. Okay? That way, your foot is behind, so that way you tend to take that foot first. Okay, so I'll give you an example. The basic 4-step approach is for someone with a little more power who doesn't need to get the momentum, to get some speed.
Can we see that again, Robbie?
Huh?
Can we see that again?
Say it again.
Can we see it again?
See it again. I'll see it again.
See if I can get a little bit of a better view of it here. Okay, now we want it in slow motion. step by step.
Alrighty then.
We want to see the feet part. And always remember that the step before the slide is going to be your shortest step of your whole approach, because you're setting up for your
Slide.
yeah, you're setting up for your whole slide. I'm going to show you the basics of the 5-step approach. The 5-step approach is generally what most bowlers use. It is a little bit more difficult than the 4-step approach, but generally most bowlers are just accustomed to that. You can get better revs, you can get more speed, and you can get better angle into the pocket. What I always do is you're always supposed to hold your ball underneath your dominant eye. So if you're right eye dominant, you're going to hold the top of the ball under your right eye. So I usually hold my ball like this, hold my arms straight. And then you always want to step off with your left foot, then go to this foot, and then by here you'll probably be releasing by now. Over here. And then when you take your 4th step, you should be at the top of your backswing. And then your next step's always going to be shortest. I usually go even with my left foot. And then you're going to power into your big slide and release. The key to this approach is probably just keeping your arms straight. You want to keep your arms straight through the whole shot. Some people like to turn their hand in a little bit so that they can get the better power coming off. I generally do that, but I've been coached by my dad. He's a level 1 coach. He's taught me not to do that, and I've been carrying a lot more better strikes, a bunch of different stuff. So that's the approach that generally most bowlers would use. I'm going to show you something else right now. That if we can get a zoom in on the hand right here. Generally, people are comfortable with different things in their wrist. For the most hook, you're going to have a wrist that's cupped, and that's going to allow you to get better up behind the ball, and then you'll be able to power through like that, just as so. People sometimes use, when they don't need as much hook, you'll still get as much hook as you need, but they use a flat wrist, and they'll still get enough to get you the hook, and you can still power out like this, and you can also turn over better than if you have a closed or a cupped wrist. And what I usually do when I'm shooting 10-pins is I usually go with the broken wrist, and the way you can do that is you can just put your hand right here and let your wrist fall, and as far as that falls, that's broken wrist. Then you just bring it back like this, and then you don't really get any hook on it. You just go straight off your hand, hard and straight at the 10-pins. If you're left-handed, it would be the same thing with all that stuff. And instead of going for the 10-pin with broken wrist, you'll be going for the 7-pin. I'll let my partner take some stuff going on right now. I can't really think of much at the moment right now. That's generally what I see most people messing up on. Not really messing up, it's just that they don't know how to do it. I wish I could coach some of these people just to improve their game. Not that they're bad, I just